Okay, so Gavin, what do we got?
We got something that. Well, we got a podcast.
All right, let me start.
Remember
Welcome, Gavin. Shut up. Shut up,
Nate.
All right, Gavin and viewers, welcome back to the Gav and Nate show, the Gav and Nate podcast.
The Gavin where
shut the fuck up. Welcome back to the Gav and Nate podcast, where we have been on hiatus for, I actually don't really know how long.
I'm pretty sure 5 months. 4 months.
I think 3 months. I think early December was our last podcast.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And our
December.
last food review was a couple months before that, maybe.
Yeah, I think so.
So we're back, better than ever.
Yeah, I think.
Back on it, back on the wagon.
Back on the podcast wagon.
We're going to be talking about lots of stuff, lots of announcements, lots of plans, cool stuff, new shows.
What?
What about the old shows? Well, they're staying too. The new show, or old show rather. Or two if you count this podcast, but obviously the podcast is staying.
It's its own thing.
Yeah.
But we got a new show. And I'm not in it.
Well, kind of two new shows.
Yeah.
Because,
What?
All right,
we didn't plan this well.
No, we don't.
We don't plan shit.
We don't plan anything.
Yeah.
But, lots of cool stuff coming up. Like, I've got a new show coming up. I don't know what the name of it is yet, but it's going to be comic book related.
Ooh.
I pretty much decided on the format, but I don't want to put anything in stone on here. But it's going to be comic book related, where I talk about old comics, possibly new ones. It's going to be mainly me, but maybe Gavin will stop by. And
maybe I'll stop by
or something. I don't know.
Maybe I'll stop by, jerk off a little.
Keep it open, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And we got a second one that we want to do. Gavin doesn't even know about this.
No, I don't.
But it's just kind of an implied thing that we want to do. We're like behind the scenes, behind the show kind of.
Yeah. We discussed that. Yeah.
Which that's just gonna be like what we said, behind the scenes of like
us.
Gavin reviews food stuff, behind my comic book stuff, behind just everything we do on the show. Just put it into one every probably couple of weeks, once a month. Who knows? Depending on how much footage we have or whatever.
Who the fuck knows what we're gonna do? It's the Gav and Nate show.
Yeah. Who knows?
You never know what the fuck's gonna happen.
You really don't, because who knew we were gonna come back? I didn't.
No, I didn't either. We didn't plan it, apparently.
Yeah. And this podcast, which we're continuing, obviously.
Yeah.
It's our most consistent thing.
It is, actually. Because we stopped the food review, God, that might be 6 months ago.
I don't think it was 6 months. I think it's 3 months for the podcast, at most.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe 4 months.
Yeah.
I think if you say 6 months, that sounds worse.
It sounds better.
It sounds worse.
Well,
way worse.
Well, whatever.
It's half a year, Gavin.
No.
We have not been in hiatus for 6 months, half a year.
Probably not. There's no way.
There's no way.
Probably not, but, you know.
So, Gavin reviews food stuff. The classic show.
We'll
be returning soon.
We
don't have a date.
Mm-hmm.
But
soon.
We've got plans.
We got plans.
They got a little messed up, but we've got plans.
Yeah.
We've got old episodes in the can. Or not in the can, but just
in the vault.
In the vault. We'll see what we want to do with them. We don't have a solid plan for those yet.
Yeah, don't get excited for them. We don't know if we're releasing them.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, who the hell knows?
So yeah, that's the shows for now.
Yeah, the announcements.
4 shows.
Damn.
Used to have 2.
Holy fuck.
Oh, and my comic book one is going to be probably once a month, maybe. It's gonna be high quality, not so much quantity kind of thing, you know?
Yeah, like the Gavin Nate. Gavin food and eats and shit.
Yeah. That's gonna be once a week, coming back.
Yep.
So, that was really sporadic, that plan.
Yeah,
but if you want it more, if you want it simpler breakdown, I'm gonna have it on the channel description, like I always used to.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're really confused about what the schedule is for this channel, when to check out your new episodes, when to expect them,
it'll be there.
It'll be there.
And trust it,
because we never fail.
No one ever forgets anything. We're always on time.
Always on.
We're always consistent.
Always consistent.
Just get ready, man.
Just get consistent.
Get ready.
Get consistent.
Get to this list.
Yes.
All right, so
Gavin, what's a podcast?
A podcast is a video form. Well, actually, it's an audio form. It's an audio formed type of listening device thing where you just listen to some people talk about something.
And what's that something we're talking about today, Gavin?
Well, today we're talking about the year 2021.
Gross.
Yes, I know, but
Nah, it was alright.
yeah, it was
right.
better than 2020. But what we are going to be talking about is the 5 best and the 5 worst movies of that year.
Alright, but do we have one list?
The fuck no, we don't.
No, we got 2 lists.
We got 2 lists. It's going to be crazy.
So I was thinking of a format here.
Yeah.
I think we should start... Do you think we should start with best or worst?
We got to save the worst for first, I think.
Worst for first?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was thinking you give your number 5 worst,
And
I
then
give
you give
mine
your 5, I
and
give the
4,
4.
4, and back and forth, and we count down to 1.
That's beautiful. That is a beautiful
And
way to
we
do
do that for both. We do that for the worst, and we do it for the best.
That's a beautiful thing, right?
So, I guess we should jump into it because
Let's-
it's probably gonna take us a little while. We're gonna explain why they're so low.
We're gonna maybe even do a little synopsis of the movie because I don't think some of these we haven't reviewed.
I don't know if we should do synopsis. Maybe just our
Not big
thoughts on
ones.
them.
Not big ones. I'm thinking just like a general plot. For some of them, I'm not gonna remember most of these, but like, who the fuck knows? Am I right? Am I going first?
Yeah, you go first. Gavin's number 5 worst movie of 2021.
All right.
What do you got,
5
Gavin?
worst. I did a really shit job of formatting, but I know what I'm going here.
All right, just your 5.
The 5th worst. Dear Evan Hansen.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah.
That's a shocker.
Now here's the thing, Nate. I still don't really think this movie was all that terrible.
I beg to differ, but go ahead.
But here's the thing. I get it, personally, but I also completely understand why people do not like this film. There's a lot of problems with it, even now.
Yeah.
Looking back on it.
I think it gets worse the more you think about
it. Yeah. But
exponentially worse.
Me personally, I enjoyed the songs. The acting was fine with some characters. There was some iffy acting.
Yeah.
I think the pacing was a little bit too slow as well, thinking about it. Because I've seen the movie once, but I remember it very vividly because of everything that happened after the film. But I remember it very vividly being kind of slow in the beginning.
Yeah.
The first 30 minutes especially, it's like so fucking slow. In fact, this movie is really long.
It's way longer than it needs to be.
It's like, I think 2.5 hours almost. Yeah. Which is, it's a musical, so it's kind of warranted. But at some points, it was just filler.
I feel like a musical can be long because a musical can be pretty much any genre, and like, let's say it's like a Star Wars musical. It's a space epic musical. It's like that could be long.
That's correct. Yeah, that could be long as fuck.
But a drama musical, 2.5 hours, I feel like you either need to cut that down or turn it into a miniseries.
I actually do think it would have been fine as a miniseries, but also there was filler, like the original song that was on here.
Yeah.
Totally a forgettable song, I think. Mm-hmm. It was sung by the
I think most are forgettable, honestly.
I love the music in this musical, so I don't agree.
Honestly, the only song that I can remember right now is one that I heard on TikTok ads. Tap, tap, tap. Like, that's the only one I can remember.
Waving through a window.
I guess.
Yeah.
I couldn't even remember the song name.
But yeah, there was just like a couple of one song towards the end was terribly sung. No offense to the mom. Shout out to
that was really bad.
Shout out to Evan Hansen's mom. She's a great actress. That was not good. That was not a good. The autotune was too obvious. But other than those 2 songs, honestly, the rest are fine. Mm-hmm. I like them. That's just my opinion. I think that they cut out a lot of things from, like, most of the important shit from the musical it's out in the movie.
Yeah.
Like the fact that, Connor. That Connor was a ghost that would talk to Evan. Like, that was one of the bigger parts of that, like, musical.
There was none of that.
And there was none of that. No, he wasn't even... Connor was barely in the movie, to be honest.
Yeah. He
had 2 songs. No.
Was it 2?
Yeah, 2 songs. And he was actually a good performer. I wish that he did more, but it's fine. He was a big thing. Evan was more disciplined in the musical, too. Like, he was very much... Yes. He was, like, way more like, that's fucking terrible, Evan. Why the fuck did you do that? That is not in the movie. That's also pretty big on why you hate the movie, I think.
Because he's a terrible person, and I'm not sure who we're supposed to root for. Like, he's the main character, but I don't know.
You just struggle to root?
I don't see the point of the movie. Like, what's this movie trying to say? Don't be an asshole? Don't take advantage of a dead kid's parents? A kid that committed suicide, no less.
Yeah.
Like, it's... and, like, I think it was going for a message of, like... He was kind of creating an image of... What was the kid's name?
Connor.
Like, creating an image of Connor that was maybe better than what Connor was. Because Connor was kind of... He was kind of an asshole.
He was a little bit of an asshole.
Like, he was
a couple of mental issues, but, you know.
Right, but, like... It didn't seem like he was amounting to much, like, towards the middle of the movie.
Yeah.
So it's like, if he can make Connor a greater image in his parents' heads, maybe it's not a terrible thing.
Right.
But then, like, I don't know, things just unfold, and I can't remember exactly how it does.
Things get worse and worse.
Things just get worse and worse.
He has his neighbor friend.
And then he
do
almost,
fake emails.
And then he almost sleeps with his sister, Connor's sister. That's really fucked up.
It's a little weird.
So, yeah, I think it being on your number 5 is valid.
All right, thank you. I want to say for like the title of this, I put 5 best. I don't know what the fuck happened there. So my number 5.
Yeah, my number 5.
Number 5.
Well, I got something for you.
Nate's 5th worst movie of 2021 is
Gav and Nate.
What? Really?
Yeah,
Holy
really
shit!
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So I'm not gonna get into it because
we kind of already did.
So, all right. Wait, let me see mine.
That's a lot. I thought it was gonna be higher.
No.
Oh wow.
No, there's some worse ones on here.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, so my number 4 is Amazon Prime's.
Oh wait. Are we not doing me number 4? You number 4?
Well, I think we can go back. So, like, I'll start with 4, you start with 3, I'll start with 2, you start with 1.
Okay, I get what you're doing. Okay, go for it.
All right, so my number 4...
I think we should announce each other's thing, and then you go off. You know what I mean? Like, I say Nate's 5th worst is... I like it.
Okay, you can do that then.
5th worst! I mean, fuck! Nate's 4th worst movie of 2021 is...
Amazon Prime's... The Tomorrow War.
Oh, yeah. Chris Pratt, right?
Okay. Did you watch this?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so this movie, it's basically... Chris Pratt is a science teacher. And he's watching, I think it's a soccer game in the United States, which doesn't happen. But they're watching it. It's actually like a Super Bowl party, but it's for soccer.
Completely unrealistic.
I don't even think it's the World Cup. It's just a soccer game.
Okay.
And,
sure.
And then at the soccer game, these people show up from the future, right in the middle of the field.
Okay.
Right in the middle of the green, or whatever you want to call it. I don't fucking...
The green? This is golf.
Okay, right in the middle
of the field.
The field. And this big portal opens. These soldiers come out, and they're like, shit's gonna go down, dog.
Holy shit.
And they explain themselves that they're from the future, and in this future, there's these aliens called the White Spikes, I believe they're called.
All right.
And they're like, we need, like, everybody's basically wiped out in the future, so we need you guys to come and fight for your future so that we can win this, so that everybody else left is, like, they can have a future, you know?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And it's like, okay, I'm on board.
It's Tomorrow War.
Like, I love weird science shit, so I'm in. But then Chris Pratt gets drafted and it's like I think a couple months later, and like the amount of so like you get drafted for I think it's 72 hours, I believe, and you get transported. You get this like thing on your arm. I haven't watched this movie in a while.
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
I haven't watched a lot of these movies. I have in a while, so.
So you get this thing on your arm, and it has a timer on it. And from the moment you're sent back to this big ethereal machine that they created, this time machine, it starts a timer, and as soon as that timer goes off, it sends you back. And so I think it's like 72 hours that you're drafted for. And Chris Pratt, he gets drafted. They go in, and they're like, you need to do a special mission. I can't remember what it is. I think it's going after the Queen of the White Spikes. It's a pretty cool character, alien design.
Okay.
And they go back, and the whole movie is him trying to get this queen, and then there's some good twists, some interesting stuff. But the entirety of the movie, it feels like a trilogy of movies.
Isn't it a long movie?
It's not that long, but so much stuff happens.
Oh, really?
In it that like it feels like you could have made this. Like I don't want to keep repeating myself, but like you could have made this into a miniseries or a trilogy of movies or two, or like there's too much to pack in here that they did, and I think it clocks in at like maybe 2 hours. I want to say it's not that long. I don't remember. And there's especially one scene in the beginning where they start off in like the middle of a city, and there's just this montage of them running from this like hospital, I think it is, or this like laboratory, and they like there's this whole montage of them running away and these people like sacrificing themselves, and like it's built up to be this moment, but it's like montaging through it, and it feels like it could have been like a 20-minute kind of action scene in a better movie, or 10 to 15, whatever, however long action scenes are. You don't really think about how long action scenes are because they go by quickly because they're action scenes. But it could have been a longer action scene, but it was montaged through in like 2 minutes, and these characters we just met, and like I was kind of getting into, you don't get a feeling for, and at that point I'm like, okay, this movie's gonna be really quick, and it's gonna go through stuff, and then it goes through plot points like no tomorrow,
literally,
and it's just so packed and leaves no lasting impact on you. And I don't want a sequel because it ends. The last shot, or one of the last shots, is fantastic. It looks beautiful, but it could have been spread out more. Okay. This could have been a franchise if they did it right.
Would you say that if you were to switch the times of the movies, would Dear Evan Hansen be better, and also Tomorrow War, would that be better?
See, Dear Evan Hansen leaves me with a better imprint and longer lasting imprint than Tomorrow War.
Okay.
Because I forgot the movie existed.
Yeah.
A week after I watched it.
Oh, that's great.
And I only remembered it after looking on my Letterboxd for my my bottom 5 movies.
Yeah.
So I think Dear Evan Hansen is better, but they're also different genres, and it's hard to rank genres too.
Sure, so. Yeah.
My number 4, the Tomorrow War.
All right. Sure. All right.
And Gavin's number 4 is
Space Jam 2: A New Legacy.
Okay. All right.
So, this was an interesting movie in the sense that it was an ad for HBO Max.
Yeah, HBO Max.
Just Warner HBO Max. In general, Warner Brothers, whatever you want to say. It was a whole-ass ad. Now, sure, the original Space Jam is an ad for Jordan's shoes.
It is. But
also,
Space Jam.
But it was a lot. There's better humor.
It was more Looney Tunes.
It was more loony. And it was a better. I think it was a better. Actually, no. I actually think this is a better. They incorporated the NBA player better in this one. But in all, I think that the Space Jam is a relic of the '90s, and that's not good or bad. It's just a relic, and that's.
I think it's a relic of now. I think it was a relic when it first came out. It's a relic of just capitalism and advertising right in your face about everything. Hey, we're gonna put this movie about the things you can watch on the streaming service on that streaming service. So if you want to watch this stuff, keep buying our streaming service to watch those things that you just saw in this movie that you might have slightly enjoyed, but you didn't enjoy because it's an advertisement, and I don't enjoy advertisements.
Now, to be fair, HBO Max is pretty great. I like it. It's it's very good. But this was the most blatant advertisement you have ever seen in your life.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, Space Jam was not in your face about it. This is so in your face, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, it's got LeBron James.
It's got everything.
It's got everything you need. It's got Don Cheadle.
You could be here literally all day explaining what there's in it. If there's something on HBO or
LeBron James isn't on HBO Max.
He's now.
Well, I guess technically, I guess.
And maybe we will have to do a review on it someday because I feel like we're going to get a rant if we don't stop ourselves. But it's terrible. It's anti-consumer. It's just it's hard. It's not even a movie. It has the basic structure of a movie. It has the rise of a hero, the fall of a hero, comeuppance, shit like that. Whatever.
Also, the Toon Squad, they aren't as good as the Monstars. Come the fuck on. No. Also, LeBron James, don't act.
Yeah,
all right.
All right, so Gavin's number 3 worst is
Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Okay.
And so Clifford was interesting because I actually enjoyed the first 30 minutes of this movie a lot. I thought it was quick, it was snappy. We're getting to the point where in New York City, there's a red fucking dog for some reason. It was like, okay, I can get down with this.
I think I literally told you this when you watched the first half an hour with Emily, and then you stopped it. I think you guys just went to sleep or something, whatever. And then you watched the rest of it one night, and I told you when we were hanging out before you watched the rest of it, I'm like, that first half an hour, it's all right. But after that, it's not good.
It's kind of boring. Can I be honest?
It's boring.
It's really boring.
I don't remember what happened.
I don't remember either. I remember that Emily, like the character, not my girlfriend, boring as fuck. She does fine, but she was boring.
That little Asian kid?
The little Asian kid.
Annoying.
You said he was annoying. I can't even remember him, to be honest with you.
I just remember he's annoying.
I would say the uncle of Emily is not funny. He tries too fucking hard to be funny throughout the whole movie. So there's such thing as overacting. Most of the actors overact.
Yeah.
But he doesn't really...
Why is her mother British?
Yeah, why is she not British?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. That made me so mad right when I started watching. I'm like, so is there going to be backstory of like why she's British?
No, there's not. It's just going to be unexplained.
That doesn't make... Like, why isn't she's her... Is she her stepmom? No, she calls her regular mom. And she looks kind of like her.
Maybe she was adopted. They don't explain.
It's not. It doesn't make sense. And her accent annoys me for some reason too.
I'm sorry. And Clifford, he kind of looks dog shit. I've kind of
for the most part, yeah.
Come to think, figuratively, he kind of looks like dog shit. Like literally, he doesn't look great. I wish they animated him a little better. In some shots, he does. In fact, when he's a baby, I think he's animated fine. But when that motherfucker is giant. Count me out. I can't get invested in it. It looks too fake for me. It was already going to be pretty fucking hard to animate a live action Clifford the Big Red Dog. Why don't you just do it animated? I don't fucking know.
I just don't understand who
wanted it. Yeah, who wanted it?
Why not just make a big budget animated Clifford movie?
Yeah, like CG. What's wrong with a CG animated Clifford movie?
Yeah, what's the obsession with making things live action? It's like this.
It's cheaper.
It was a children's book, so why not? A children's book is drawn, so why not do drawn animation, or just drawn animation. You don't even have to do 3D animation, which is more expensive, I think.
Timeout.
What?
Did Tom and Jerry come out last year?
Yeah.
Fuck. All right, continue.
But like, it's just there's no reason for it. All this live action. Turning cartoons into live action. Especially when it's children's stuff. It's like children aren't asking for it.
No.
They just want to fucking see something colorful.
Clifford. He's red.
He's red, but he's like a dark red in the movie. And it's not. It just looks bad.
The movie is just kind of bad.
It's boring.
But that's really all I got for that. I mean, they're in New York City because, every live action...
The big red apple, the big red dog.
Don't eat the dog, though. It's not an apple. Now... So, for your third worst movie, what do you got over there, Nate?
You wouldn't believe it.
Really?
Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Holy shit, dude. Our lists are fucking awesome.
Yeah, we're 2 for 2 right now.
That's pretty solid.
Or 2 for 3, I mean.
Yeah, that's pretty solid.
So yeah, Clifford the Bad Red Dog.
The Bad Red Dog.
Bad Red Dog.
Yeah.
Venom the Big Red Carnage. Carnage the Big Red Venom. It's just.
Oh man.
It's just a nothing movie past the half an hour point. Like it set itself up to be a fun little jovial little kiddie movie, but it doesn't know how to spend its hour and a half just mandated movie time.
No, not really.
Like I think movie executives sat down a bunch of writers and they're like, we want a Clifford movie.
Mm-hmm.
Give us one. And person who came in first was the script that they went with, because what kind of movie do you make with that? Live action, and you keep it within budget, and like it doesn't make any sense why they made it, because I don't know who the demographic was for this movie.
Yeah.
And like I don't know, just not good.
Yeah,
not good.
That's fair.
Don't do these live action things anymore, please.
Yeah, stop. I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
All right, so Nate's number 2 worst movie of 2021 is
Tom and Jerry.
Oh,
2021.
Really?
God, this one kind of hits like towards the bottom of my list because of just how forgettable it was to me.
Oh man.
Like I think a movie isn't necessarily bad if it leaves you with a strong emotion.
Sure.
Because like if you really hate it,
it's like the Evan Hansen.
It's memorable, so it's not as bad. But when something's genuinely boring or just so forgettable, like you can't remember it except like maybe bits and pieces.
Right.
But no emotions about it. It makes you feel like you wasted 2 hours of your life.
It's almost a 2-hour movie.
I don't know how long it was.
It was an
because
hour.
I don't remember watching it.
It was an hour and 46 minutes.
Is it seriously how long it is?
Yes.
I don't remember the movie. I remember Tom and Jerry were in it.
That's true.
But honestly, I only remember that because that's the title of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I think Chloe Grace Moretz was in it.
She was, yeah. Michael Pena.
Yeah, I only remember that because you just told me.
Yeah.
Like, this is such a nothing movie. I have not... Like, if you want to hear my thoughts about it, watch our episode.
Snoopy makes a cameo.
Does he?
Yeah. He on one of the billboards. This is one of the only funny parts of the movie. It says, "Put a smile on your face," and it's a Joker, like as Snoopy.
Oh.
Yeah,
that might be funny.
It was kind of funny, I thought.
But it's just a nothing movie to me. And if you want to hear my actual thoughts that I can't remember saying, we did a podcast.
We did do a podcast on it.
It's one of our first ones.
Yeah.
So check that out if you want to hear my thoughts. Gavin, what's your Gavin's number 2?
All right, so it's Tom and Jerry.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So I was really close to putting this as number 1, but unfortunately, I have a worse movie than Tom and fucking Jerry.
I do too, believe it or not.
That's crazy. So anyway, yeah, like I have not a lot to add because Nate said most of it. It's such a nothing movie.
Yeah.
We didn't need a Tom and Jerry movie. We have plenty of direct-to-DVD movies that are somehow better than this one, which was it's supposed to be in theaters. Mm-hmm. It wasn't. Well, I think it was, actually.
Yeah. Because
theaters were just opening up.
Right.
But, we didn't need it. We could have watched Tom and Jerry and the Wizard of Oz. I could have watched it and had a better time.
There's a Wizard of Oz, Tom and Jerry?
Yes.
I want to watch that.
No, you don't.
Oh, it's not good?
No, none of them are good. Well, actually, I kind of enjoy that one.
Even if the Wizard of Oz parodies...
Tom and Jerry and the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, though. That one's actually worse.
That one's good?
That one's worse.
It's worse.
Sorry. I can actually handle Wizard of Oz fine, because I haven't...
I for some reason have a soft spot for Wizard of Oz parodies.
Me too. I think I have a soft spot because I was almost Scarecrow.
That's true.
But never happened, so fuck me.
Maybe one day we'll do our own.
Oh yeah, hopefully the Secret of the Ooze comes out. Sorcerer of Ooze.
Let's not talk about that.
Yeah. But I mean, it's really nothing. There's no need for it. That's basically all I got for you. Yeah. I could get a Clifford movie because, hey man, look, there's never been a Clifford movie. It's something different, okay?
I guess, but
Tom and Jerry, we've had enough. Right? They should have done a CG.
Yeah.
But we have plenty of Tom and Jerry movies. We did not need this one. That's all I got for you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Gavin.
Oh, no.
Your number 1.
My number 1.
What is it?
It's Disney Plus's original movie, Home Sweet Home Alone.
Oh, boy.
I told you that I watched this.
You did.
Around December, towards the end of December, not Christmas time. Mm-hmm. And good Lord, is it one of the worst cash-ins I have ever seen in my entire life. Yeah. Disney could have not have gone any lower if they tried, and they somehow did. They went lower. They went lower than Chicken fucking Little.
I don't mind Chicken Little. Maybe we'll have to review that movie.
It's so mean. That's all I got for you.
It's such a polarizing movie. I don't dislike it. I think I like it.
They got lower than Home on the Range. All right?
I've never seen that movie.
They got lower than Big Brother. Or Brother Bear, or whatever the fuck.
I love Brother Bear.
Joaquin Phoenix as a bear. It's so funny. Anyway. Yeah. They got lower than those.
The Joker, brother.
And he, like, roars it. But no, like, this movie is god fucking awful. The burglars are ass. They're, like, not good. Like, they are so dumb. They're so fucking dumb. They couldn't have, like, been, like, on this kid's front door and be like, hey, that doll, I kind of need that back. Like, they literally could have done that. And if the kid was like, no, bitch, sure, you could have done that. No, they didn't even ask the kid. They just went for it.
Slap the kid onto the floor.
And that kid is such a fucking asshole. Right. He is such an asshole. He is the worst. Kevin can shit all over this kid. This kid is just demented. He is a psychopath.
Okay.
Like, none of the fucking... Like, all of the traps he had, I can't remember them because this movie's so ass.
All right, Kevin was pretty messed up, too.
Sure, but, like, I actually think this kid was trying to kill these people. Kevin, I wouldn't think he would try to kill him.
I don't know.
But, like, I mean, maybe.
Kevin got pretty fucked up in that first movie.
Yeah, but somehow Mo and Larry, or whatever the fuck their names are. I can't, Mo and Kurt, I don't fucking know. They're Three Stooges. I don't remember.
Marvin Harry.
I said Larry. They were good at being goofy.
The Sticky Bandit.
Oh,
maybe we should review those movies.
Maybe.
1 and 2?
Yeah, maybe. Those were the good ones. But, like, maybe. Just maybe if, like, the one girl from The Office and that dude were good at squash and stretch shit, maybe this would be good, but they're not.
What girl from The Office?
It's Erin. She's in the movie.
Oh, it's Erin?
Yeah.
Oh, gross. I hated her.
Right? I didn't mind her.
I hated her in that show.
But, like, I didn't mind her. She was fine. But, like, in this movie, I wanted to, like, just slap her and be like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what the fuck? This all wouldn't have happened if they were just, like, to the door. And that's why I hate it. It wasn't necessary. And it was the worst cash-in ever.
Yeah.
And Disney Plus also just came out with a new Ice Age movie. Can't wait to watch that.
Yeah.
And that's all I got for you.
Right.
Those are my 5 worst movies of 2021. Now, Nate, what is your number 1 worst movie of 2021?
Right. My worst movie.
I honestly don't know what it could be.
Of 2021. I talked to you about going to see this last summer.
Okay.
And you were very against seeing it.
Which one was it? Oh, now I'm excited.
I don't regret watching it.
Right.
Because I'm somewhat invested in this series.
Oh, man, I don't know what it could be.
But I am disappointed. It's definitely the worst of the franchise. The movie that I'm talking about is Blumhouse's one and only Forever Purge.
Oh my God! You're totally right. I'm so glad I didn't watch this. I heard it was terrible.
It's incredible how just on the nose you can get politically these days and think that you're making a huge statement to the world about the state of the world and where it's going and what's going to happen. And it's just the biggest metaphor I can make about this movie is forever whoever you may be in your political leanings. The writer James DeMonaco, who has written all of the Purge movies, and I enjoy some of them, and that's why I watched this one. He takes all of his ideas of what he thinks is going on, and he thinks he's this really smart guy. And I don't think he's wrong in some areas, but I think certainly he crammed everything into a little ball and just fucking shoved it down your throat and fisted you.
Oh my God.
Broke your esophagus and asks you, what do you think of that? Makes you think, doesn't it?
Oh my God.
And since I'm being so general, people might hate on me because of politics and stuff.
Yeah.
But honestly, I don't care. I just hate how just on the nose it was and how it thinks itself so smart. And at the end of the day, I go to the Purge movie because I thought I was going to have fun. Because it's a dumb, fun movie, usually. Like Anarchy, it's dumb fun. Election year, fucking fun and dumb.
Okay.
First Purge was a little action thriller thing.
Okay.
Forever Purge, stupid. Stupid, but it thinks it's smart. Which stupid when it didn't know where to go with the franchise, so it just threw out it took the rule book and threw it out. It made and thought they were changing the game, but you're really throwing out the game and the gimmick all together. That makes it interesting. And if you like the Purge movies, I would watch it.
Yeah.
Because I think it's gonna be the last one, and just cap off the franchise because it's not gonna be the Purge from here on. They can call the next one a Purge, but in the universe, the Purge is over because it doesn't exist. And that's what made it interesting is the whole idea of the Purge. Because you know the rules about it.
Yeah.
But it's just gone because, like, people rose up and they were like, no, we're not going to just do one day a night. We're just going to fucking do a revolution and shit. It's like, okay, sure. But that's, like, what's the point then?
There's no point.
And it's just... so a lot of it's just boring.
Yeah. I'm seeing a pattern with these movies.
It was disappointing because I think I liked the first Purge, which was the last one, and kind of weirdly, the first one canonically, and this is the last one canonically. So we're from probably the best to the worst, just like that. So
amen. It happens.
Worst movie of 2021, the Forever Purge. Man, forever
bad.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, finally.
Purge movies.
And when you try to sound smart, you just come off as being dumb.
Yeah.
Just saying. So.
I have notable mentions if you want them.
I actually have one too. I just thought of because I had to just really quick change my list.
Okay.
Because I forgot that Tom and Jerry came out that year.
All right.
Crazy year. My honorable is Venom.
Venom 2.
Yeah.
Big Red Carnage.
The more I think about it, the more this movie is just fucking stupid. Like, it's like one of the dumbest movies I've ever seen in my life.
It's stupid because, like, it doesn't try to be anything.
It doesn't take itself any serious. Like, no, not seriously at all. And I don't appreciate that.
I feel like it's really short. It clocks in, like,
it's
an hour and a half.
Oh, God, it's so short.
And, like, it doesn't feel like the movie itself wants to exist.
No.
And it goes by so fast, it makes you wonder why you're even watching it.
Because what was the point? Like it was.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like the movie had a point.
There was no. Yeah, they didn't have any direction to go with Venom, and so they just kind of threw everything together and be like, "Oh, look, Carnage! Oh my God, you know him? Yeah, and now he's fighting fucking Venom."
It's a shame because everything in it is competently made. It's just the movie as a whole. It just feels like it was just Sony wanted to make Spider-Man movies without Spider-Man. So they're just. Let's do Venom, let's do Morbius, let's do fucking Kraven, let's do all his villains, but let's not have Spider-Man because that doesn't make sense. Okay? Whatever. Like, I don't look forward to the franchise. I'm not looking forward to Morbius. If it's good, I'll watch it. If it's bad, fuck. I'm part of the capitalist machine. I'll admit it. I'll probably still watch it.
Yeah.
And it's people like me that make this thing keep going. I'll admit it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I didn't watch it.
It's just morbid curiosity. It's Morbius curiosity.
And I wouldn't say all of it's competently made. Did you see Woody Harrelson's wig?
Okay, but I mean, like, the direction, Tom Hardy's performance, CGI looked good for the most part.
CGI did look.
Carnage
fun.
Was cool looking. It's just
everything around it.
It feels like the whole thing doesn't matter.
It's like everyone on set.
No movie in existence matters because they're all movies. They're fake. They're fiction.
Yeah.
But if you make me just suspend my what's it called? Disbelief to make me care for things in this movie and like just how other movies do it.
Mm-hmm.
This one it feels so nothing that like I just don't care about it, even if everything in it is competently made. Besides that, it's hard to really talk about that.
Yeah, that's true. Sure, that's fair. I was gonna say too, Venom was actually my number 2 worst movie of the year.
Oh, and you switch it for Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, and I'm like, well, fuck, that can't top anything.
Yeah, I think Venom, large Venom was my 6 or 7.
Yeah, that's kind of what mine was. What are your honorables?
My honorable mentions include F9, Fuck 9, the Fast Fuck 9 saga.
The Fast Fuck.
Terrible. Terrible. I don't.
How did the series go as long as it did?
I make billions of dollars, man.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the last one. I enjoy the stupid fun, but this one, it's kind of the point where they take themselves seriously, but they're still doing stupid stuff. And it's like if your sibling, like, they jumped off a roof to look cool, and you know it's stupid, but they don't know it's stupid.
But you watch it.
Because
it's funny.
Yeah, you're watching it because it's funny. You're break your fucking legs, all right?
Yeah,
but like they don't know it.
I totally get that.
And by the time they drop and hit the legs, it's too late. And you're sitting there laughing, but their leg's broken. And that's what's going to happen to this franchise, is they're going to get so serious, they're going to break their legs.
Dude, they already got too serious with Hobbs and Shaw.
No,
Idris Elba was literally...
No, The Rock is out. He's not doing them anymore.
Good.
He hates Vin Diesel.
I know, good.
Because Vin Diesel thinks he's the greatest gift to mankind when it comes to acting.
No, he's bald. No. He was literally in what was that movie with the baby? And he was like a babysitter.
The Pacifier.
He was in The Pacifier.
Yeah.
The fuck?
I think he had hair in that one.
Oh my god.
He has hair in a couple of movies.
Oh yeah, he did have hair. Oh my god, that's so weird.
I got another one. I got a couple others.
Oh really?
Eternals.
This could be controversial.
It's a polarizing movie. I think the movie was boring for the most part. I don't think it was bad, but I think it was really boring, and I think it was really disappointing considering Marvel's quality, because they're usually good, and it was just really disappointing because I feel like lately there's been some like Disney Plus series that could have been just movies, and a common complaint about this one is that like there were so many characters in it that they could have just had a series around this instead of just a movie.
Sure.
And like it's just really disappointing. So that's just honorable mention.
Okay.
Space Jam 2. You already talked about it. That was one of my honorable mentions.
That was only your honorable mention. That's crazy.
Here's a controversial one.
Oh man.
And I'm not going to go into it.
All right.
Maybe I'll go into it later.
Okay.
Don't Look Up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought you liked this movie.
I am 50-50 on this movie.
Really?
I've never been half and half on a movie ever.
Man, I still have to watch that movie.
Or more ever. It's incredible how right and wrong this movie is about a lot of things to me.
Okay.
And maybe we'll have to review it someday.
Sure.
But basically, I think it has almost the right idea, but it's also wrong because of like just the age group and the viewpoint of how it was made.
Okay.
And I also think it might be trying to start conversations wrong about certain things. I don't know. I don't want to get too into it with spoiling stuff because I do want you to watch it. I think this is one of those movies that like I think a lot of people should watch, and like I think should discuss why it's wrong. And like why like it's kind of right in some ways. And like I think
is it very anti-Hollywood? Would you say?
Not really.
No. Okay.
Yeah, so that was my last honorable mention.
All right, I can't think of any honorable mentions right now.
So yeah, that's 5 worst. Let's talk about the 5 best.
All right, so who's going first?
I guess I went last, so I'll start with 5.
All right, go for it. Your number 5 best movie of 2021, the great year 2021, is...
Okay, I'm biased. I'm biased with this one.
Okay.
This one is a little polarizing to some people.
Okay.
But I'm biased.
All right.
I like this one a lot.
All right, where are you going?
The more I sit on it, the more I like it.
You're really making me excited right now.
Last Night in Soho.
Okay.
I was kind of lukewarm when I came out of the theater.
I remember that, yeah.
But the more I think about it, I really like this movie, and just like the creativity and kind of how Edgar Wright goes outside of his comfort zone, I think, with some things, because it usually goes for comedies, and this one is really just horror.
There is no
psychological
comedy.
thriller.
I don't think there's any comedy.
There's hardly any comedy, and he's so great with cinematography and just characters and dialogue, and just he's such a great director, and I hope he keeps making just fantastic movies. And I was kind of worried about this one because it was out of his comfort zone, but I think as I get older, I get the idea of comedians, like the funnier they are, the better they can work with dark subjects, because like lots of comedians pull from like a dark place.
Yeah.
Like you can really see that with like Robin Williams and like his old stuff, and like, with his like more kid friendly stuff, but then with his dramatic roles, and fortunately how he ended up, and rest in peace. Love him.
Love him.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Last Night in Soho. I would highly recommend it to any Edgar Wright fan, or any cinephile, or just anybody who enjoys movies, or just
anyone in general, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's great.
I do things.
All right, Gavin, you're number 5. Best movie of 2021. What is it?
I'm biased.
You're biased.
I'm a little biased.
All right.
So I already went into this movie loving it.
Sure.
From the start.
Okay.
It's Eric Andre's Bad Trip.
Okay. Fair enough.
Netflix film. So this is a weird film to rank on here.
It is, because like it's hardly a movie.
Because it's not really a movie. It's got a structure. It's kind of got a plot. It has a plot, but he's also pranking people.
Yeah, it's like in a really Jackass kind of style of movie. It's really Bad Grandpa.
I was gonna say Bad Grandpa, and I love it. Eric Andre is one of the funniest people walking this earth right now. Mm-hmm. Same with Pete Davidson, but Eric Andre is so fucking funny, and what he did here is kind of astounding. Like how everything connected so well with the pranks he did.
It was very good.
It was too perfect. Like, it was far too perfect than it needed to be. Mm-hmm. Like, they had their fucking dicks in a Chinese finger trap, and they went into the hood, and a man almost sliced them because they were in there with their penises on this this Chinese. It was too fucking. It was funny, and in the year our Lord 2021, we needed some laughs. And I got all the laughs from this movie.
It was really good. And I was pleasantly surprised by it.
I knew it was going to be great. Yeah. I knew it was going to be good. But I just came out loving it more than anyone should. I think
it's really easy to mess up one of those style of movies.
Yeah, because like if you're not naturally funny, and if you aren't creative enough with the pranks, it's not going to work. Mm-hmm. And none of the pranks harmed anyone. They harmed, of course, the people doing it. Yeah. Like, Eric Andre's nuts are in the, first 5 minutes of the movie. Yeah. It's fucking great. And, yeah, I recommend it. It's on Netflix. I mean, you could just pop it open and just from there.
Most people have Netflix. And if you don't have Netflix, your uncle probably has Netflix.
Or your grandma. Most likely your grandma.
Or your son's nephew.
Or your grandma's grandpa.
Or your great-grandma's sister.
We could go on.
Yeah, we could go on. Everybody has Netflix somehow.
Yeah. Right. So, Nate, your number 4. God damn it. Your number 4 best film of 2021 is.
It's no. I don't have any time to fucking die. All right.
Really?
I don't have any time to talk about this movie in this financial market. I'm talking about
Jameson Bondage.
I'm talking about Daniel Craig and Ian Fleming's No Time to Die.
Jameson Bondage.
You know, I was trying to be proper there. That's how they always say it on the poster is Daniel Craig is James Bond in Ian Fleming's No Time to Die. Yeah. Because Ian Fleming is the
director,
original author of
really? Okay.
James Bond books, yeah.
Oh, nice.
But No Time to Die took a long fucking time to die. Long time to come out. It's really long. It clocks in at 2:48. 2 hours, 49 minutes.
I mean, it's Daniel Craig's last film.
It's his last outing. Even though he publicly said before this movie came out, before it was announced, that he would rather slash his own wrists than play James Bond again. You can look that up.
I believe that.
But he's great. He talks the most in this one. He's really quiet in the other movies. And This movie, it's so suave. The cinematography is fantastic. I only have one complaint about this movie, and it's one action scene, it's one sequence. It's fun. I love it. It's creative. It's great. But time-wise, I feel like it might have been able to be cut out.
Okay.
No matter how much I love it, I feel like maybe this movie could be shorter.
All right, that's fair.
And I was searching.
Dude, 3 hours is a long time.
I was searching for something to cut out, and I think it would have been that action scene. But to just like sing its praises, even that action scene, I don't think I could take it out because it is really fun.
Okay.
For anybody that's watched it, I'm talking about the one where he's in like a foggy jungle.
I've never watched
it. There's like motorcycles and stuff. Whoever's watched it on the pod, like listening to the podcast, that's the one I'm talking about. And there's some story stuff, but yeah, it's great. It's good stuff. If you're a James Bond fan and you were holding out, and now you're like, oh, I want to watch it because it's great.
I mean, if you're a James Bond fan, I mean, what are you doing? Like, this is Daniel Craig's last film. I mean, it's huge.
I'm not the biggest James Bond fan. I'm really casual about it. I've heard lots of James Bond fans don't like how this movie turns out, and that's fine. I think it's a lot like Star Wars fans, where it's like Star Wars isn't hated. The people that hate Star Wars the most is people that love Star Wars.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
So I feel like it's going to be the same thing here, where like it's a good movie, but people that are so diehard for it are going to hate it the most because it's not what they wanted.
Yeah.
And theorized about.
I already figured it was going to happen. What happens?
Yeah, we're not going to talk about.
I already know what happens.
Yeah.
I didn't even get it spoiled. I just figured. And then you told me because I just wasn't going to watch it. I'm not a James Bond fan.
I talked with Coleman about it, and it's kind of unprecedented. And he wasn't expecting it. I kind of expected it being casual.
Look at the title.
But, well, yeah. Go watch it. If you didn't want to watch it, then yeah, I don't know. I hope we didn't spoil it. So, Gavin, what's your number 3 best movie
number 3
of 2020?
I have to do number 4.
Oh, you didn't do 4. Shit.
No, I do 3 next. But number 4 for me.
Your number 4 for you, best of 2021 is
Last Night in Soho.
All right. Okay.
I really like this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I really didn't expect to like this movie, but I loved the concept when I watched those trailers.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is so fucking cool.
Well, because it looks cool, but also it's like
it's mysterious.
You don't know what's going on.
Yeah, you don't know what the fuck's going to happen.
Yeah.
And what happens is so cool to me, in my opinion.
Yeah.
The cinematography makes me ooze.
Yeah.
The actors, they all do great.
Thomasin McKenzie is a fantastic actress.
Oh my god, yeah.
We've seen her a couple times.
We've seen her in such great films like Old. I mean, she is just
even in Old, she was great. Like, she's a great actress. I hope she gets lots of work.
She's fairly young. I'm sure she will.
Yeah.
And like, oh man, Anna Taylor-Joy, is that her name?
Anya Taylor.
Anya, whatever. She's great in this movie.
Yeah, she's an amazing actress.
Everything that happens with her character is pretty great, I think.
Great in a bad way.
Great in a bad way, yeah. Of course, that's what I mean.
Yeah, but it's all fiction, so nobody gets hurt.
And the cinematography, I can't speak enough about how much I love that cinematography. It's so good. It's so creative. This movie in general is such a fresh. It's a breath of fresh air because I just need an original movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this is very original and very good. It's a really good psychological horror movie.
Mm-hmm.
Good mystery. I can't say.
I mean, I think we should preface nothing's original, but like
it's
original to us. Okay?
Yeah, of course. And I just love it. That's all I can say, really.
Yeah.
Like, you said enough already about it, you know?
Great film. So, Gavin.
Yeah.
Now for your number 3. We're in the top 3 movies of 2021. High stakes game here.
In my humble opinion.
In your humble opinion, what, Gavin, is your number 3 top movie of 2021?
It's Tick, Tick, Boom.
Tick, Tick, Boom. Okay.
Another Netflix film.
All right.
I thought Netflix, compared to other years, had kind of a slow year in 2021.
Okay.
But I'm grateful that I at least had to watch Bad Trip and Tick, Tick, Boom. These movies couldn't be any more different if they wanted to be. But this movie is so good. It's so nice. It's just a really nice film. I
haven't seen it.
I've been trying to recommend it to you for
I've been
months.
Trying to get into the mood. I want to watch it in a good mood, in the right mood.
In a right mood, yeah. It's a kind of a sad movie, but it's also really well written, well acted. Andrew Garfield is fantastic.
Yeah, he's a really good actor.
He is absolutely amazing in it. And like I can't praise him enough, but like I didn't know that man could sing. He's fairly good at it.
Didn't he learn how to sing properly like through this movie?
I have no clue. I don't really know. I did no research. I just knew that the guy that made Tick Tick Boom was also the guy that made Rent.
Yeah, it's Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Right.
Isn't it?
No.
It's
Jonathan Larson.
No, Lin-Manuel Miranda directed Tick Tick Boom.
Yes. Jonathan Larson is who you're thinking of.
Yeah.
He's the one that I don't know if he really made Tick Tick Boom, but it's basically an autobiography kind of John and his life.
Okay.
He unfortunately died at such a young age, and it is sad. The movie is very sad for what it is. He left a huge impact on like the world though, because Rent is so popular.
Okay.
And like you could just feel how happy the people that were working on this movie were.
Yeah.
You know, when that joy projects.
Yeah, it's got Vanessa
Hudgens.
Yeah, she's a good actress too.
Hudgensons. Mm-hmm. She's great in this. Everyone, oh my God. John Larson's friend, I can't forget I forget his name. He is so good in this movie. Okay. His whole role is so good. It's so sad. But I don't want to talk about it. I want you to watch it really bad.
I want to watch it sometime.
Like, it's so good. Like, I can't talk about it enough. It was I feel like it was very underrated, and no one really talked about it, I feel. And I just think it should be talked about more.
Yeah, I think it kind of went under the radar because it was Netflix, and it wasn't huge. Like, Andrew Garfield, he's a notable actor, but he's not like one of the big actors.
No, not really anymore.
And I feel like Netflix didn't try to capitalize on what happened with like The Irishman, where like that was like nominated for Oscars, and it was like it's a really good movie, but it had like Robert De Niro and Joe Pesci. And,
that movie was
big actors.
That movie was hella long too.
Yeah, right? it had big actors, and it was great. So Netflix could capitalize on that, push it for Academy Award and stuff like that. And I feel like they didn't really do that for Tick Tick Boom because they're not really big actors, and like they might have think it was just all for naught because it takes a lot of money to go for that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
so that's unfortunate that happened.
Yeah, everyone should go watch it. It's especially if you love musicals, you're gonna love it. Recommend it to everyone. But enough about Tick Tick Boom. Let's get on to the number two. Number three. Best movie in Nate's humble opinion.
My number 3 for 2021 is the sequel, not so sequel, sort of reboot, not really a reboot.
Is it a sequel? Universe. I know exactly where you're going with this.
It is James Gunn and Company's The Suicide Squad. I love this movie. It shouldn't work. It should be stupid. It should be dumb. But it is.
And that's the great part about it.
And it's great. It's got humor. It's got comedy. That's the same thing.
Blood and guts.
It's got blood and guts. It's got dark comedy. It's got
a hand.
It's got hand. It's got a shark
who says hand.
It's got a maybe racist guy who we find out later isn't.
Yeah.
Peacemaker.
Yeah.
We've got a wrestler. We've got
who's Peacemaker again?
We've got
Pete Davidson.
A fucking jester. We got Pete Davidson. We've got so many players. And James Gunn just has such a fun time, and he really knows how to make comic book movies. And I don't understand how he does it. He makes it look easy, but it's I'm sure it's not.
It's probably not. No.
I've seen he's very open about how he makes his movies, and he is like very into planning each and every shot, and he puts so much effort into his films, and it really goes to show like all the effort when you watch it on screen, and just like it's such a great time. I put it on in the background sometimes. I love it. It's fantastic. Mm-hmm. It's everything I want in something like this. And it's so good that I don't want to read the comic books that it's based on, because the comic books probably aren't as good.
Maybe, yeah.
Like if I watch Daredevil, the series, well, it's like Daredevil's great, but like it leaves out a couple of things from Daredevil because of budget reasons. So I go and read Daredevil comics, and I get that part of it. But the Suicide Squad, I feel like I get everything I need because he makes it so well.
Yeah, maybe.
So I feel like I don't need to go back and read John Ostrander's Suicide Squad, which is what he kind of bases the vibe off of, I guess.
Yeah. Maybe
one day I will on my show. Who knows?
Who the hell knows?
But right now I'm like, I don't know. I feel like I'm good.
Yeah.
And like, not to get the cart before the horse. Peacemaker's great too, but I think we should talk about that at a later time.
Maybe one day.
The finale is Thursday, so let's see how that pans out.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to binge it at some point.
Yeah,
I got 2 shows on HBO Max I need to binge this coming week.
What are you watching?
Euphoria and Peacemaker.
Why are you watching Euphoria?
I love that show. What do you mean?
That's such a gross show, I've heard.
No, it's not.
I've heard some really nasty fucking things that happen on that show.
There's nasty shit.
I don't understand why it's in the show and why it's
probably
a show.
Maybe you should just watch it.
No.
Maybe you should just
put
your big
I will
boy
not
pants
be
on.
part of that capitalist machine. I will watch Morbius before I watch Euphoria.
That's a sad life to live.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably because one's got Jared Leto.
Yeah, dude. Jared Leto is the biggest douchebag. So, yeah, and I can't say the same thing about Zendaya. She's a wonderful person.
Yeah, she seems pretty cool.
Anyway, she was in Shake It Up. I mean, how big can you be?
Shake It Up was pretty good.
Shake It Up was fucking awesome.
All
Nate. Nate, I'm gonna need your number 2.
I can give you a number 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to take a
Let me just bend over real quick. No, I got number 2.
Take a big boop.
All right, my number 2. Best movie of 2021. Now, this is all subjective, so these might not be the best, well-made, handcrafted movies. It's what we like the most.
Sure.
And I don't think, other than one, obviously, movie.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any other movie that tops the just amazing, the joy, the amazing, the spectacular, the ultimate fun. I don't know if you know where I'm going.
I know where you're going with this.
That I have with
which is curious.
Spider-Man No Way Home.
Which makes me think what your number 1 is, but yeah.
I want to watch this movie again. I've seen it twice.
Seen it once.
And
actually, no, I've seen it twice. Also.
Yeah, you watch it once with Emily and once with me and Coleman.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. It is God, it's I don't want to spoil anything for anybody.
You can't. You shouldn't.
It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It's
just
spectacular.
Like
it's ultimate. It's $20.99.
It's punk.
It's Spider-Verse. It's great.
It's foundation. The foundation. Because it's foundation.
Yeah, Future Foundation.
Future Foundation. Yeah. Sorry, I butchered that shit.
It's fun, front to back. Watch it. If you have any interest at all, watch it.
Yeah, you might as well.
Because if you haven't had it spoiled for you, good for you. Because
there's no fucking way.
There's no way at this point. But if you haven't, just getting that reaction out of yourself.
I shit my pants.
I did too.
I literally shit my pants. Emily had to change my diaper mid-movie.
I believe it. It's one of the best movies I've seen in a long time. Just because of I don't understand how they did it.
Yeah, how did everything just place so nicely?
And it's good. It's not the deepest movie I've ever seen.
No, God,
but it's just fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's what a movie should be. It should a movie is escapist, just entertainment where it takes you out of what we're living for an hour and a half to possibly 3 hours. This one 2.5 hours, I think it was, right?
I don't know.
And it did that for me in a great way, and I love it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 10 out of 10.
Sure.
We're not giving actual rankings.
No.
Here, but 10 out of 10.
No.
And we'll probably talk about it once it comes out on home video.
Probably. I'm not gonna watch it on home video, but I'll watch it somehow. I know I will. I'll find a way.
What?
I'll find a way to watch it again.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like once, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Actually, I know how you're gonna watch it. I'm pretty sure it's gonna go to Stars first.
Let's go. Who the fuck got the annual subscription to Stars? Me.
I hope it comes out the day after your shit goes out.
That
would be so funny.
I got the Stars, man.
I do too.
I'm just motherfucker. Oh yeah, you do.
Yeah, because
all right.
So Gavin, what is your number 2 best movie of 2021?
These for next two.
These nuts?
No, these next two are really out of my wheelhouse.
Okay.
I don't like superhero movies.
Okay.
I really don't, because I just think they're too formulaic and samey, and that's fine for people that do like them.
They're very formulaic, but
I just can't get over how formulaic they are, and that's fine. But I don't hate people that watch them.
Yeah.
And like them. That's why I have Suicide Squad as my number 2.
Okay.
I had so much fun with this.
It's great.
John Cena surprised the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
He made himself a star with this movie, and I applaud him. And from what you're saying with Peacemaker, he's making himself more of a star.
He's even better at Peacemaker.
That's great. That's awesome. I'm so happy for him.
Yeah.
Like, Idris Elba's great. He's great. King Shark's fucking adorable.
Yeah, he's...
Ratcatcher 2 is great. I remember all of them. Pete Davidson's funny, even though he's in there for like a pube hair. Yeah. Everything about it is great. The action is so fucking... I love the action in this.
Yeah.
I love me some guts. Especially if it's guts like funny guts too. Yeah. Like, I will always remember Idris Elba and Peacemaker having their own little fucking duel on killing people in different ways.
Yeah.
That is one of the funniest things I've ever seen. It's so creative. James Gunn is so good at what he does, and I just like it. I love it. You've said everything else. I already.
Since you love this movie so much, you should watch the Guardians of the Galaxy movies.
I've watched the first one. I just haven't watched the second one. Yeah. I like the first one a lot. I saw it in theaters, actually.
Okay.
I like things that are, like, different.
He's
like,
very different.
Yeah, James Gunn's great. I like the first Guardians of the Galaxy a lot.
Yeah.
Like, it's really good. Like, and since we're on the topic of my list, Spider-Man's number 1.
Yeah, I could see that going.
This is the only movie I shit my pants in. Like, literally.
It's incredible.
Like, I shit my fucking drawers.
I think Spider-Man in my number 1 might switch, but I think just on a daily basis, my number 1 has affected me more. But I'll let you go Spider-Man for a bit more.
Like, I just can't get over everything that happened in that movie.
Yeah.
I remember all that so vividly. All of it I remember.
Yeah.
I shit my fucking pants. I can't stress that enough.
Okay, well, maybe we'll have to talk about it.
I'll talk about it. I'll tell you what my reaction was. Literally, when the big thing that happened, one of the big things that happened, the first big thing that happened, I'm like, oh my God, that's crazy. The second big thing happened, I literally was like, oh no, shaking. So yeah, that's all I'm going to say.
I feel like there's going to be moments like that in Doctor Strange, honestly.
Maybe. I don't know.
I mean, maybe not for you, but for me, I think I'm going to be like actually like...
shitting your drawers.
Like, because like they revealed something in the trailer which like I wasn't sure about. But then they revealed it in the trailer, so it's like, what else are you hiding?
Yeah,
like if that huge like, okay, we can talk about Patrick Stewart is in the new Doctor Strange trailer. Obviously, everybody knows that voice. He's knighted by the Queen of England. We all know his voice. He played
the poop emoji in the Emoji Movie.
Did. So we all know his voice. So that's obviously him. So if he's in this movie,
who else?
What other cameos? And if he's so like small, quote unquote, in like a showing a trailer way, what else are they not showing us?
Is there Halle Berry?
Are they?
Is there
maybe
huge act man? Who could there be?
Like Deadpool might be in it.
Probably.
Captain Carter, her shield has been spotted on the poster. So
Wanda's already in it.
Is Tom Cruise in it?
Yeah.
As Superior Iron Man, because there's Superior Iron Man like Ultron bots. So Iron Man is in it somewhere, has to be. So who's playing Iron Man? And there's rumors about, I don't know.
Thomas and Cruise.
Big stuff, man.
That's big stuff.
But that might be a conversation for later time.
Yeah, 100%.
So
I want to know what your number one is, because I honestly don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know what it could. I thought it was gonna be Spider-Man. I really did.
All right.
Wait a minute.
My number one.
We were listening to it, weren't we?
2021.
Wait, that counts, doesn't it?
Without a doubt.
Fuck.
No, you can't take it back.
I know. You're right. It's fine. I don't regret it.
My 2021 best movie is the basically one-man show.
Almost.
Almost. Made by Bo Burnham.
Yeah.
It's Inside.
Yeah.
I
really thought that came out like 2020. That's so crazy. No. This year was crazy. That last year was crazy.
Yeah. I don't know what to say about this because I can't put into words how it's affected me, and like I think it's become a trend to hate on it now. Weirdly enough,
I don't see any hate.
I've seen a lot of hate for it recently, and I stick by it. That it's great, it's incredible what he made. It's just thought provoking. It's sad. It's funny. It's everything, and it works. And I listen to it way too much.
Yeah, he does. We were listening to it on the way here.
I can sing the entire album.
He can, yeah. I probably can too, to be honest.
It's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I use that word a lot, but
it's fair.
It's affected me in a great way, probably in a bad way too. Oh. But and just the film itself is amazing. His cinematography skills are just great.
Yeah.
With what he had to work with and what he set out to do, and maybe what he didn't set out to do and accidentally created this thing that just, I don't know. It's great.
Yeah.
So
I would have had this on my list. I just completely forgot it was 2021.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I thought it was 2020, honestly.
So,
I do think that it's a great movie. I'll say it's my number 6.
Okay.
I'll say that.
I have notable mentions. Do you want to hear them?
Sure. Let's hear those honor. You heard one of my honorable mentions. It's Inside.
Yeah.
It's pretty great. That's all I'm going to say.
My first one was Bad Trip. Notable mentions.
Damn.
I love that. I had a great time with that. I think that was probably number 7 on my list or something.
That's fair. What's your number 6?
Dune.
Dune?
Dune was up there.
I forgot Dune happened. Hi! Giggle!
That's a great movie.
It's pretty good.
Part 2.
It is really good.
Is that next year or is that 2 years from now?
I think it's next year. 2023, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah. That makes sense.
I'll pick that as my number 7. We'll go there.
That was great, but didn't hit my top 5. But still great. If you're interested in sci-fi and all that, watch it.
Yeah.
Here's ones that I don't think they're great. I don't even think they're the best of their genre.
Okay.
But I think this is like honorable mention, like definition, where like I want people to know about these because I want to talk about them.
Sure.
And it's just the first 2 because I haven't seen the third one. It's
okay.
The Fear Street movies.
Oh,
part
yeah.
1 and 2. These hit me at the right time when I first watched them. I haven't rewatched them. And at the time, my Netflix subscription ran out before part 3 came out. So I only got to watch the first 2. And then I got Netflix a month later. So then I just haven't gotten back to watch part... Like, I want to rewatch part 1, 2, then 3 because they kind of all go together. Because they released a week in between each other.
Yeah. I remember that.
And I think that's so interesting. And it's so different. And they're all... I really like them, the first 2. I think the first one has got some... Like, I don't get nauseous when I watch, like, gory effects.
Mm-hmm.
But there's one scene where it really got me. And it was just... Ooh.
I still want to watch them, somehow.
They're pretty good,
mm-hmm.
the first 2. I haven't seen the third one, so
yeah.
Quality of that, I have no idea. But watch those if you like horror or thrillers or whatever. But, yeah. That's... Oh, here's one I got for you. Notable mention.
Okay.
Don't Look Up.
God, yeah.
50-50,
sure.
Man. Yeah, watch it. Form your own opinion. It's one of the most mixed movies I've seen in a while.
Sure.
So I also wanted to put that as a meme between best and worst.
Oh, okay.
But I really think it's like 50-50 quality.
All right. That's fair.
So
I have to watch it.
That's my top 5. Let's read them back again just so we can I don't know. So, Gavin, what's your 5 through 1?
So 5 through 1, best or worst?
Best.
Okay. So my best from 5 to 1 is Bad Trip number 5, Last Night in Soho number 4, Suicide Squad, the Suicide Squad number 3, Tick Tick Boom's number 3.
Jesus.
And then Suicide Squad's number 2, and then No Way Home is number 1.
Okay. And then I've got for the best.
Yeah.
Last Night in Soho, No Time to Die, The Suicide Squad, Spider-Man No Way Home, and Inside.
And then my 5 worsts: Evan Hansen, The Dearest, Space Jam 2, The Newest Legacy, Clifford the Big Red Carnage at number 3. Number 2 is Tom and Barry, and then Home Sweet Home Alone, Home Sweet Home was number 1 for worst.
Okay. And my worst was Dear Evan Hansen, The Tomorrow War, Clifford the Big Red Venom, Tom and Jerry 2021, and the inexplicably
awful,
never-ending Forever Purge.
I'm surprised we got 3 of like the worst ones.
Yeah, that was
odd.
I didn't expect that.
Like I didn't expect.
I was
it
expecting
either.
1, maybe 2, but
I
3?
was maybe expecting like in my head I was like, I bet he would have Clifford on here, and I wonder like, I have it at number 3. I think he might have that too.
I almost put Space Jam: A New Legacy on there, but I thought it was too easy.
I don't think it was
kind
that
of
easy.
And also like, I don't know. It's hardly a movie, anyways.
Yeah, it's an ad.
Yeah.
But yeah, crazy stuff right there.
Wow. So Gavin, that's like, I don't know. Do we want to talk about the Doctor Strange trailer at all, or?
I didn't watch it.
You didn't watch
I really didn't watch it. And
really?
I want to keep myself open-minded. I just want to go and watch it, like how I did for No Way Home.
Okay. Did you watch the Moon Knight trailer?
I actually, yeah, it was a Super Bowl commercial, like
Okay.
the TV spot.
I mean, that one has
It looks really cool.
about.
I don't care. It looks really cool. His suit looked great. Moon Knight's suit looked great. I'm not a big Moon Knight guy. It looks cool. I might watch the first episode. You know. Again, I'm just not a superhuman. I'm not a superhero guy, and that's.
Trust me, I haven't seen it obviously, but I'm confident it's not going to be anything like we've seen in superheroes before.
Maybe.
Like he's. I don't know. I think you should watch it. I think you'll be.
I'll give the first.
Pleasantly surprised.
I'll give they'll probably release the first 2 episodes.
No, I think it's just 1.
Okay, I'll watch the first episode and be like, hey, yeah, maybe I'll watch, or like I'll see what I think.
Okay.
But I would say it looks interesting. What's that name? What's the actor's name? He was in Dune. What was his name?
Oscar Isaac.
He looks like he's a good cast.
Yeah, he's
good
great
casting.
actor.
So, yeah, we'll see what happens, I guess.
Okay, and I don't remember what we wanted to do next time. Peacemaker season 1.
Peacemaker season 1, right?
All right. Are you down for that?
There's 8 episodes, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to do a thing where we split it into 4 episodes each? No. You want to do the whole thing?
No.
All right.
We have a lot of movies we could really do up in the summer, so we can't really split it too.
All right. I'll try to remember everything. I'll do my best. I will do my best.
Well, I've been watching it week to week. It released 3 episodes. That's week to week. The other 5, I remember most of it.
I'm sure I will.
So you watching it in 1 week or 2 weeks, I'm sure you can remember more than me.
I'll try. I will try.
And actually, I guess maybe I should take I might take notes. I don't know.
You probably should take notes.
I don't know. I don't know if I want to rewatch it.
Damn.
Like, I like it, but I feel like if you rewatch something too often, it might make it.
It gets old.
Yeah, it might get old. I don't know.
I have to. I'm the same way. I gotta rewatch. I'm gonna rewatch BoJack Horseman someday.
I don't like that show. I tried to watch it.
I really liked it. I really like it a lot.
Oh, shit.
And like the problem is, I would never do this with any of the shows. I watched all the way up to the last episode, and I haven't watched the last episode because I don't want it to end.
Okay.
It's like that. It's one of my favorite shows like ever.
I've heard something similar to that. I forget where I saw it or read it, where like somebody's reading a book and they tear out the last page because they don't want to read it.
Oh, wow, I've never heard of that.
Like they don't want the book to end or something.
Wow. Yeah, it's the same way. I gotta rewatch the show. I remember most of the 1 through 5 seasons. I just gotta rewatch the last season because I don't remember a lot. I'm a big fucking sucker for that show. You don't even understand.
I tried to get into it, but I couldn't. So.
It's great. The first season's kind of like the first 6 episodes are kind of a low, but after the first 6 episodes, it's nothing but way up.
Oh, I've got a lot of stuff I gotta watch.
Yeah, me too.
So, yeah, we didn't plan for our segment that we usually did, which is
Sideflicks.
Sideflicks.
No, we didn't. I haven't watched anything much, really. You watched Peacemaker, but we're gonna get into that.
Yeah, I watched a couple of movies recently, but I can't remember them off the top of my head.
Right.
I watched some of. Just Go With It the other day.
Oh,
that movie
for some reason, Adam Sandler.
Yeah, for some reason that movie's like it's like easy to turn on for me and watch.
Okay.
Like while I'm just like laying on my mom's chair or somewhere, like the living room.
Sure.
Just like chilling. I don't know. It's weird.
It's nice Adam Sandler background music.
It's really easy, just background noise. I don't know, but I guess that's it.
Yeah.
I guess it's.
I haven't watched much. I've watched the first couple of episodes of BoJack. Yeah. It's 6th season, but like I already kind of talked about it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's basically all I got, really.
Yeah. So I guess next time, check us out to review Peacemaker season 1.
We're actually doing a show. I think this is a first.
Yeah, I think so too.
So that's interesting.
Which it's a show, but it's almost like a mini movie, sort of, kind of, because I don't know. I guess it's a show, but I just want it to feel like a movie.
Right.
Because it's movie quality.
How? Yeah, I was going to say, it looks like it. How long are the episodes each?
It's like 40, 50 minutes.
Sure, okay. All right, so yeah.
Check us out next time for that. Our podcast schedule is every 2 weeks. So, depending on when this one comes out, I haven't decided if it's going to be this week or next week. It'll be 2 weeks after that.
Mm-hmm.
So check us out then.
Okay.
And we have been the Gav and Nate podcast. I've been Nathan with my co-host Gavin.
Sup?
You can check us out on social media somewhere. Gavin, where are you at?
I think Sideflicks on Instagram.
Okay, and I don't know what I want to plug. I'll get back at you for the next time. Find Gavin, Sideflicks at Instagram.
Yeah.
Dude, you can find our podcast
right here.
If you're on YouTube or somewhere, you can find it on Spotify. At this time, you might be able to find it on iTunes.
Oh, fuck, I know.
Google Podcasts.
Stitcher.
Pandora, maybe. Lots of places.
We're running off the top of our heads right now.
Yeah, this part I need to plan out probably more.
We haven't done this in a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
So,
yeah. I think that's been it.
Yeah, I think that's it.
We'll talk to you guys next time in 2 weeks' time.
Peace, dogs.
Or instantaneously, if you're listening from the future through the power of technology.
I love the internet. Nothing bad's ever on it.